Hello, my name is James Jolly and welcome to Camberley. Today we're going to look at the British accent. We've got to look at the words that we speak, particularly the consonants in words, and we've got to hit every single consonant and we've got to put a little bit of stress on them. So today we're going to look at two different consonants. We're going to look at the T, the T sound, and the D, the D sound. So let's look at the first sound, the T sound. What I want you to do is bring your tongue to the middle of your mouth, and then we're going to bring the tip of the tongue, so it's touching the top of the mouth, and then we're going to bring it down and we're going to push out air in a T sound. So can you do it with me one more time? We're going to bring our tongue up to the roof of our mouth in the middle, and then we're going to bring it down and we're going to push out air as we do it in a T sound. Now the first word we're going to look at is one that is pronounced very different in American and very different in British English, and that word is water. So as you notice, you hit the T, water. Americans will move that T into more of a D. So it's going to sound like water. Another fantastic word we're going to look at is British. Remember to hit the T sound. So one more time, British, British. Where an American would say British. It's the sound, the T sound becomes more of a D sound. Okay, one last example before we're going to move on to a whole sentence. The last example is better. Better. Not better, as the Americans would say, but better. Better. Remember to hold on your T's for a little bit longer than you think. Now let's put the T sound into a sentence. So, the British tap water tends to be tepid. Now let's speed it up a little bit. The British tap water tends to be tepid. Okay, so the next sound we're going to look at is a D sound. We're going to put our tongue in a similar place to where we put it for the T. So it's going to be in the middle of our mouth, and we're going to bring our tongue all the way up. And this time, the middle of our tongue comes further up than a T. So we bring more of our tongue up, and we bring it down, and we vibrate our vocal cords in a D sound. So I want it to be a bit lower, a bit deeper. Remember, vibrating your vocal cords and bringing most of your tongue up to the top of your mouth and bring it down in a D sound. Now we're going to look at some D words. And the first one is nice and easy. We've got do. Remember, bring your tongue mostly up, bring it down, low, and vibrate your vocal cords. Do. The next word is door. So d-or, door. Remember to hit that D quite hard. And the last word is darling. One more time. Darling. So now let's put the D sound and make a whole sentence. Do not doodle on the door, darling. And let's speed it up a little bit. Do not doodle on the door, darling. Now, if you're still struggling, let's go over some tips and tricks that could help you. And the first tip that I give people always is if you're struggling, slow down, just as slow as you can possibly go. Sound out every single part of the word and see if that helps you. Another one is to really emphasize those D's and T's. Remember, we emphasize consonants a lot in the words. And the last tip is to hold your throat, particularly for the D sound. You have to vibrate your vocal cords quite a lot in D, and you can really feel it. Now, I hope you've learned something, and I hope to see you on Cambly. Have a beautiful day.